Hello, my loves, and welcome back to another reading. I'm being told to start off with the fact that today I was planning on doing some of my day job, but no work came in. So I first started with cleaning off my desk. This is the space where I spend most of my time. I do like painting here, I write my music here, I make covers and all that sort of thing, and also my work, and also where I game, right? This is my space. Also, hi, I'm Mia, if you haven't met me yet, and I am a singer, and I make music, and you can find links to things down below. Okay, so I spent some time clearing out my desk and rearranging things so that there's just more room now. I didn't even take that many things off of it, but there is more room right now. I am able to have my cards on the actual desktop instead of like the keyboard platform now. Okay? So, getting things in order, making room, all right? This over here is basically my altar. And I have been meaning to, I had a big wicker basket. Well, it had like a lid to it, so a basket with a lid on it that had a whole bunch of stuff on here. I don't need to actually go into that very often, so I moved it elsewhere, and I have set up my altar. What I've also done on this altar is not just for my deities, not just for my ancestors and other spirits that I work with, and not just for a little bit of magic that I can place here in order to develop the magic and imbue magic in whatever it is that I'm working on at the moment. But I also set apart almost like half of the space as an altar to me embodying my highest self in this life. So I've got, this perfume that I recently bought. I've got some jewelry that I recently bought on here for her, for myself, for my highest self. And all of this to say that there is okay, I'm hearing that it's not that you have to do it, is that there might be some last little things that you need to clear out of your space and make room for you, your aligned highest self embodied in your physical self. Because with this eclipse that is happening, as I'm recording this, it's going to be happening tomorrow morning for me, but as this goes up, it will likely have already gone. Or maybe not, actually. Well, it depends. Anyway, but you know what I mean. The day that this video is released is the day of the first eclipse. And there is very much a acknowledgement, understanding, we have to have our shit together. We have to have our spaces cleared out in order to bring in all of the things that we have been asking to bring in. And the old stuff just isn't going to cut it anymore. There's stuff I threw out. There's stuff that I was like, oh, I shouldn't really throw this out, should I? But no, I need to throw this out. It wasn't actually very much because I'm not somebody who tends to like hold on to things that are meaningless and have no function for me. But I threw some stuff out. I don't even remember what I threw out now because I'm past that. 4:44 as I say this. I'm past it. It's gone. It is part of the past. Okay, we're going to get into the cards that I pulled. And this is from the Llamas and the In Bulk deck. just to honor that Earth is both in summertime in the Northern Hemisphere and wintertime in the Southern Hemisphere. So the first card that we got from the Llamas deck is Country Fair. Summon the strength to reach out and discover the unity of community around you. My God, has this been a message lately that has been so important, so pertinent. We're not living in the world that they made for us anymore. Come this eclipse portal in August, starting tomorrow, we are blasting wide the door of living in community with people again, of understanding that I don't have to be good at absolutely every task just to be a 555, a decent whole human being. That's not what we do as animals who live in community. Each one of us, our brains and our bodies, work at different capacities with each task. So why wouldn't those who are good at certain things be doing those things and not necessarily asked unless it's an emergency or there's too few hands to do a task that they are not actually proficient in, something that doesn't come as naturally. And that's not to say that working at a skill is not a good thing, because it is, But for me, I was naturally good at singing as a kid. I think back to some of my memories of driving around in the car as a kid and listening to the radio, and I was singing harmonies. I had no idea what those were, no idea at all, but I really enjoyed hearing the music at that time and singing some of the harmonies with the music. That was just innate within me, okay? So building that skill was really fun, and literally I spent hours every day of my life once I realized that actually I want to be a singer, which was I think around 6 or 7 years old. I spent every day for oh my God, maybe 15 years after that point singing, okay? So it's time for us to recognize that myself, I am good at these things. These are the things that I would actually like to skill build in and actually really hone in on the things that are innate within me. But also you need to do that too. And also everybody in our community, when everybody is allowed to do that and allowed to do this give and take of, hey, where you have difficulty with doing certain things, well, I don't have difficulty with that, so I will help you do that, or I will just do that task. But hey, this is something that I have a difficulty with. Can you take care of that? And this reciprocal nature of understanding that we are like a multi-celled organism, and every cell is important and needs to be able to do what it does best. Again, there are certain emergency situations where we can turn into different kinds of cells to help heal the body or whatever it is. But if we are all working in tandem with each other in the differences of how we all work and the things that we personally are good at, then we have this incredibly vibrant and resilient body to be living within. And I'm hearing this is something that also in tandem, not just with other humans, but with the plants and animals on this planet as well. That we are supposed to be working in tandem, in community, with everything here, my love. Oh, and I'm hearing the thing that I always think about when I think about this, is that, we come from spirit. And my personal belief is that we are all part of the same spirit, because everything is one, everyone is one. So we can have this sort of hive mind while also still differentiating ourselves and stuff like that, but understanding the whole of us, because we're just one little droplet in the vast ocean of spirit. However, when we come to live life here on this planet as this human being, as this animal on this planet that is capable of communicating and building great things, part of the challenge, if you were, part of the quest of coming here is to learn how to be in that kind of hive mind without us actually being able to know each other's thoughts, but through better communication, right? Through better, fascinating. I was not expecting it to go this way, but like through better communication of like what our needs are, what our boundaries are. Please go watch the last reading that I did, because there's a lot of ties that are happening here with that one. So the next, okay, no, that thought is finished. Okay, the next card I picked from the 1111 Imbolc deck is Garlic. It is unwise to walk beyond the boundaries you have yet to expand on. Protection among all else. Yes, okay. Something that has been really, really, the deities that I work with and my ancestors and my highest self have really sort of told me this summer, hey, you need to get your wards going. You need to protect yourself from the things that don't want you to shine your light, from the things that want to grasp at and like manhandle your light. 9:19 on the clock. Oh, garlic is perfect. I have some stems of my rose, one of my rose bushes that I cut off, and there's one of them that is particularly thorny, which I will be, I have them on my altar right now, creating some of that boundary, right? Rose bushes are a classic boundary setting plant to use in landscapes. It is time to understand that you have a light, that yes, there will be so many people that will benefit from your light, however you shine it. It doesn't matter how you shine it. But that there are energies and spirits, there are other people, there are even circumstances I'm hearing that will want to drain light from you in whatever way they can, for whatever reason. And I'm hearing like a lot of the time, like especially like with people, like they don't even understand what kind of light it is that you have. And I'm being called to say that, like, all of the light that each of us has within us to shine out into the world, to shine for ourselves first, but to shine out into the world and make the world a much more beautiful place. Oh no. Where's the thought? Oh no. It's gone, my love. It's always so weird when that happens, because like, doing readings is a very fascinating process, and if you've never done it, I highly suggest doing it. Okay, yeah, let's dig into some more cards here. I have my animal apothecary deck, and I'm told to get this card from the bottom here, and it is the flamingo. You are what you think, which is a reflection of the saying of you are what you eat, right? So the flamingo is pink because it eats pink shrimp, right? Okay, I'm seeing this as the sun, the light of your sun, right? The sun that you carry within you. Oh, tapping into major eclipse energy here. The sun that you carry within you, that you are supposed to shine out into the world in this multifaceted, multicolored, just beautiful rainbow of light out into the world. There needs to be the barrier around you. There needs to be the boundaries around you in order for your light to not have fuel stolen from. So that you can, oh, and the barrier here, especially with this card, is really understanding. Oh, I love 1515. You got to get off the social media as much as you're on it. Go check it. Give yourself 5 minutes. Get off. Go check what your friends send you. You know, get off. There's a lot of noise in the world at this point. A lot of noise trying to keep us from seeing the light. I'm hearing from the light of truth, the light of the sun, gold and heart space, from shining down upon the world and revealing all of the things that have been continuously been revealed for like years and years now. Things are always in a process of being revealed, but they're never in a period of history have we been able to communicate so easily with one another, which is why the communication venues, I'm hearing, the communication streams are being really junked up with stuff that is supposed to keep you in fear, keep you doubting yourself, keep you, confirmation burp, like obsessing over confirmation yawn. Ugh. Over things that, my love, you are not supposed to be worrying about. You need to be making your part of the world a better place with what love you bring to the world, in whatever capacity that is. Even if it's just your own family and your own friends and your own community. The boundaries need to go up. The wards need to go up. If you need to, you know... Oh, no, not that. Okay. You do what you need to do in order to get off, stop having all that noise come in your head so that you can hear yourself think, and so that your thoughts are the ones that are coming in. The books that you are reading are the thoughts that are coming in. I'm hearing slower media, longer media. So like, you know, podcasts from folk who can get you to be aligned on your path. I'm even hearing, and I say this as a reader, I'm even hearing like, stop watching so many readings. Allow yourself to just watch the ones that really pop up and really grab your attention if you need to. And this is what I do too. If you need to, if you see something that like really jolts at you, and not just out of boredom because you can't find anything else on there, you're just scrolling and scrolling. Ask your cards, ask a coin, yes or no. Ask if that video is for you to actually watch, and if it's not, move on. Because often enough when I'm on YouTube, I will see a reading and I'm like, okay, I see the title of this and I feel that's very much for me, but is the video actually for me? Sometimes no. Sometimes it's just that title that is just a little confirmation. It's just like a little oh no, I can't remember where I put my... So I clean my desk and I don't know where I put my little fortune cookie fortunes. But it's like a fortune cookie fortune, right? Just for you in that moment. And then take yourself off YouTube, especially if you are just bored and scrolling and not finding anything to watch. Okay, do we want another one of these cards? Oh, okay. Focus on the big picture. I was going to say the big victory. I'm seeing hawk here as a victory. Okay, several things in this. Having that laser focus, you know, right onto this hawk here. Falcon? Oh, I can't remember what it is in this deck. Oh, Oh no, my book's right here. You know what? Let's look at the meaning behind this. The vision, it is a hawk. The visionary hawk card comes with a powerful message about a higher perspective. The image of the hawk coming out of the eye asks you to transcend your current perception and see the bigger picture. Hawk is aligned with the lighthouse that focuses its light on the bee, which represents your purpose and desire. And in your purpose and desire, if you can see the bee up there in the corner, that bee is crowned, because when you are following your purpose and desire, you are king, you are queen, you are a sovereign being, and you are embodying the highest form of yourself in this human form. Then victory, represented by the crown, is the only logical next step. Hawk is asking you to take control of your thoughts. Stop playing victim to external circumstances, all that extra really loud social media, my love. And own the truth that you create your own reality. Declare that your life is going to be the most fulfilling, prosperous, and joyful you have ever experienced. Proclaim that you will overcome all obstacles, your self-doubt, and your insecurities, because you have a gift that you and only you were created to share. Okay, I'm not going to read the rest, but yeah, yes, exactly this. And I'm seeing too that, like, you are also the lighthouse. The light that you are shining from within you is a lighthouse to other people. It is I always see this as you're shining from your heart space, and what you are doing by shining on other people, if they are ready to accept that light from you, then that light ends up fueling their own light. So whatever light you are putting out into the world is also fueling other people. But your light, your fuel is never going to diminish so long as you are in good community with people. So your very close loved ones, and then also, into your very local community. We do the things that we can on like national, provincial, state level and stuff like that we can have a say in, as in petitions and protests when needed, sort of thing. But the main focus needs to be on right where you are, right where your roots are grounded. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is the message. We are not doing an extended for this, but there are, if you are interested, I have a Patreon for just extended readings on this channel. And then also I have readings up on my website, which is my music website. If you would like a personal one-on-one message, and even if you want to dive into this sort of energy or your light, or I love talking about that stuff. I love seeing the light in other people and what their particular flavors of light, because truly our light is not just this one note of bright white light. It is, everybody's is different, and it's beautiful, and I love that. So if you would like to get a reading with me, you can go to my website. If you would like to do the Patreon thing and either buy single extended readings, or just do a monthly subscription, you can do that. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for shining your light, and get off the social media and go be with your friends and family, okay? I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!